We are here with Northwestern State cross-country head coach Chris Sauer, who's preparing for a trip to Texas A&M for the NCAA South Regionals. Coach, Josh Wilkins will be the first athlete to compete in regionals in quite some time. How exciting is that for you?
It's good. I mean, it's nice to see the program developing a lot more and being able to have guys who can not only just compete at the conference level, but that we can bring to regionals, and I think they might be able to make some noise there.
All right. And did you see this as a possibility at the beginning of the season? Not just Josh, but any of your athletes?
Yeah, me and him have talked about it since last year, and we got to the end of cross country, and he had at least a good race up at 3 or 4 miles, and just the last mile didn't quite work out. But the problem with last year was just his Achilles and plantar fascia were just lighting up a little bit, so we wanted to make sure that we kept him healthy. But it's been on the table for 2 years, and I'm happy it's finally worked out well.
So what's it like for a plan to kind of come to fruition like that?
I mean, it's just nice to see, because really both teams have done well progressing, and it's nice to see a guy who last year was 23rd move up to 6th, and he had a pretty good bid to be able to be a little bit higher in the conference. So seeing it all kind of come together, it's just nice to know that as a young coach, I'm at least bringing things together right in a way that's working out well for people.
Like you said, Josh finished 6th in conference, obviously a very high place for us. What do you think you did training-wise to kind of get him peaking at the right time?
We took it a little bit differently, where since I didn't have him over the summer last year, I only started working with him in August. We were a little bit more patient. He started workouts very early last year, and I think by the time we got to conference, he was a little fried. This year, we built up his mileage. We just tried to hit 2 really strong workouts a week, and then just kind of maintain a little bit longer rather than cut back sooner. So I think he came into it just a lot more fit, ready to be able to back off just what we needed him to.
And you mentioned how he kind of started early last year, and do you think that has anything to do with kind of the competitive drive he has? Is it something that you've seen day in and day out from him?
Yeah, definitely. He was someone where it was a lot of holding him back, trying to make sure that we didn't try and reach for too much at first, and I know he was frustrated with his first 2 years here under the previous coach and just not having things quite work out, where things would go well for a while and then something would kind of derail it. So I know he wanted to really go into having a new coach and being able to step up right away.
And the NCAA South Regional goes from our previous 8K to now a 10K. So how do you think that will play a factor come Friday?
It would probably be a little bit better for us if it was still an 8K. But I think at least with all that he's done, when you're putting together 95-plus mile weeks for as long as he has, he's definitely strong enough to handle the 10K. It's just going to be a matter of if he can make that adjustment on race day. I think for him, our biggest thing is going to be just putting him in the right place compared to everyone else racing and kind of working off of them. That way he doesn't have to think so much about how to deal with the 2K adjustment.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you.